Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be all about self-motivation, accountability, and my goals for the year. For those of you who have not seen my videos before, I am currently working on getting my master's degree at the University of Salamanca in Spain. So getting my master's degree abroad, and I decided to document the experience with a blog, and now I've started making videos as well to talk a bit more in depth about some of the topics that I think are most relevant to studying your master's abroad. So for those of you who are interested in travel, in study abroad, in other cultures, just learning about what it's like to live abroad, then go ahead and subscribe to get some more content on that kind of thing and to follow me on my journey for the rest of the year as I pursue my master's degree. My latest blog post that I wrote, and I will go ahead and link that in the description box below. My latest blog post was about how I keep myself motivated and keep myself on track during the week when I only have class once a week, kind of new tactics that I've been trying out to help motivate myself throughout the week. And so I wanted to share that with all of you, kind of in more depth, kind of give a review on how these methods have been working for me to keep me productive. Yeah, so that's what I'll be talking about. So the first thing I want to talk about that I've been doing on a daily basis is a gratitude journal. I started writing in a journal every morning, 5 things, at least 5, if you think of more, go ahead and write down more. But 5 things every morning that I'm thankful for. It could be something really small, like, I don't know, coffee. I'm thankful for coffee. I like the taste of coffee. Or it could be something general, like family. Or it could be, a certain person that I'm thinking about that I've had a really great conversation with lately, anything. And it just helps me think about those little things throughout the day, make me more appreciative of them, and I think it's something that's been helping me a lot. So this is my gratitude journal, and I date it every morning. I have not skipped a day yet, so that's pretty good, and I think it helps me start my day off with a positive mindset, and then I just feel more productive moving forward. And I also decided to start writing down, after the things that I'm thankful for, the things that I've accomplished throughout the day, so that you can kind of look back every day and see, okay, this is how much I actually did, out of all of the hours I had in the day. So you look back and realistically realize that, ooh, I didn't really get that much done this week, or yeah, I was pretty productive. So that's one thing I've been doing, and I think it's just kind of helped improve my mood and made me feel better. I kind of got out of the habit of visualization after I finished playing collegiate soccer because, I don't know, I just didn't find it as relevant to my life anymore, but just like visualization in sports of getting to that goal that you want to have, how that helps you to eventually obtain what you're going for a lot more efficiently and a lot quicker. The same works for other things in life. If you envision yourself getting an A on a test, or you envision yourself having a really productive week where you work really hard, you study really hard, that helps, that makes an impact. And then later on, you're going to be able to do those things better when you try to do them, because you've already seen yourself doing it in your head. It's just kind of like training yourself to do those things better. So that's something I'm trying to get into again. And then having verbal affirmations or things that you can look at every day that inspire you. Having things that, okay, I don't feel very motivated, but what's something that I know I can always do to motivate myself? So I have a list of just note cards that I have right back here on my little wardrobe, where I write down, maybe it's a quote that I heard from a movie, or that I read, or something that a friend told me, or I have also little letters or notes that friends have written to me that were really beautiful, or, because sometimes we are the most negative and critical towards ourselves oftentimes. And so in those moments when we're just so negative and critical towards ourselves and feel like we can't get anywhere, it kind of helps to be able to read something else that someone else has told us that was really beautiful, and to be like, okay, if these people can see all this good in me, why can't I see this good in myself as well? So that kind of helps me to motivate myself. So I'll kind of show you guys some examples here of the things that I have. Some of them are in English, some of them are in Spanish, and here's an example. This is actually from Will Smith, this one, fail early, fail often, fail forward. Kind of remind yourself that, even when you fail, it's for a reason. As long as you learn from it, it's okay. And yeah, I have just a bunch of different things. Some of them are things I thought of myself, but it's like every day, these are things that I just like to surround myself with. These 3 are beautiful little notes that my friend Mosma wrote to me when we were working as resident advisors together. And those notes always make me feel absolutely wonderful. So yeah, those are things that I use to help myself every day that have really made a difference for me. And it's just like surrounding yourself with constant positivity and self-motivation. So those help get me going when I'm feeling down. So something else that I think is really important for helping me stay on top of my goals is having a kind of atmosphere for studying or doing homework or accomplishing things, because otherwise it's really hard if you don't have something that can get you in that mindset. It's really hard to stay on task. So even if you don't do something for a long time, making sure that you're getting quality work in when you're doing it is very important for me. So one thing that I've learned that's helped me a lot is the kind of music that I listen to. I found these different kinds of study music on YouTube that have really helped me, and they're like alpha waves or binaural beats or beta waves, those kinds of things that are supposed to help you with study, relaxation, concentration, meditation, those sort of things. It's very cool. So I have a couple different ones that they'll be something that's like 3 hours long or 1 hour long, and you can just put it on repeat. But they really help me to get in the zone and focus. Yeah, so that helps me a lot. If you guys want to check out the videos that I find most helpful, those different kinds of music, I actually have a playlist that is public on my channel that you can check out. That is, I believe it's called Study Music. So you can check that out if you want to see those kinds of different beats or sounds that I used to listen to. So try that out. Hopefully it helps you as well with studying, but it's what I always have to have on now when I study, and it just like gets me in the zone like nothing else. So I highly recommend that. The last thing I'm going to talk about that is really important for me is goal setting. So goal setting the right kind of way. If you're the kind of person that you always have goals in mind, or always things you want to do, want to accomplish, but then you always seem to fall short, or you quit after 2 days, or you're just not feeling it, or it's hard, you don't want to keep going, you don't have a good time frame set for yourself, all those things make a difference. So what I've done is I have written out visually my goals 2018, 2019. And so this is for like the school year. So these are things that I want to be working on every day, and then have, significantly accomplish these goals. Some of them are just things that I want to do more. It's not like there's an end goal necessarily. It's just something I want to add in as a part of my life. And so by the time I leave Spain and have my master's degree, I want these to be things that are just like part of my life. So I'll go ahead and share some of these goals with you. I think it's very important to have with your goals like a time frame set in mind, so that you can be monitoring yourself and holding yourself accountable to your goals, making sure that you're doing it. And some of these, I will admit, I do need to kind of alter my time frames that I've written down, because some of them are a little ambiguous and it's easier to let myself slip on them. So little by little, I'm making them more like strict or exact, and that's helping me to attain my goals more easily in the long run. So I'll share my goals with you. One of my very specific goals is, before I had the goal by the end of the summer when I was lifting, I wanted to be able to do a pull-up. Which for some people that might not be a big deal. It might be like super easy for you to do a pull-up. For me, someone that's always just been so leg dominant in sports, literally my entire life, the upper body strength has been very, very hard for me to get. And those have been muscles that are really hard for me to grow. So for me, being able to do one pull-up at the end of the summer was a very big deal. Shout out to my friend Lane, who helped me accomplish that goal over the summer, and who always believed in me when I thought I could never be able to do it. So thank you. There's your shout out. I know you were looking for one. So my goal is by the end of the year, I want to be able to do 7 pull-ups in a row. Might be super easy for some people. For me, that's really hard. So by June, I want to be able to do 7 pull-ups, hopefully more, but I wanted to make the goal attainable. Right now, I'm at 3. So we'll see where I get by the end of the year. Hopefully I surpass 7. The next goal is to watch more documentaries. I mean, I don't really have like an exact reason why. It's just something I'd like to do. Like, how much time do we spend watching Netflix or TV now with so much technology? It's like, if you want to sit down and relax, people put on a Netflix show for like 3 hours. Like, okay, if I'm going to watch something on TV, like I should, I could be taking more advantage of that time by watching something educational, learning something when I'm watching it. There's so many informational videos, documentaries out there that are really interesting. So I just kind of want to take more advantage of that and watch more documentaries. So I've been adding those to my list on Netflix, watching things little by little throughout the week. Something else, and this is a lot less measurable, but being more confident, just especially being in a new atmosphere where you're always meeting new people, making new friends, just in a new place, a new country, just being more confident in myself and who I am and my ability to make those new connections with people, even though it's really hard. Because sometimes, I tell myself, oh, well, I'm too shy, or I'm too awkward, or it's really hard to meet new people, or I just don't know what to say to new people if I don't already know them yet. I'm weird. But the more I tell myself that, the more I will act like that. So if I just focus on being more confident and putting myself out there and taking chances in social situations, then I will get better at it. So that's what I've been focusing on. And I have put myself out there, and I've been working on that, and I'm pretty proud of my progress there. It is harder to measure that kind of thing, but it's kind of, you can gauge throughout the week if you've okay, was I confident? Did I put myself in a new kind of social situation? That kind of thing. So you can gauge that. And another goal of mine is to treat every person as if they were an old friend. So this is something that my friend Peter, again, talking about Peter always comes up somehow. He said this to me once. It was, it was probably something that he read in a book by a Buddhist monk, because he really likes reading that kind of stuff, which is great. I'm not making fun of you. I love it. And I actually, my little list of note cards, my inspirational affirmations, I added like 3 things this week that were quotes or sayings or something that Peter sent me. So he's great for that kind of thing. So that's another goal of mine, just because it's nice. Just treat people nice, treat people better, and then hopefully the same thing comes back to you. If you have problems with studying or keeping yourself accountable or time management, that kind of thing, it's something that I've worked really hard on kind of honing. It's definitely a skill, but I've gotten pretty good at it over the years, I'd like to say. And yeah, so I just wanted to share all the things that work with me with you guys and hopefully help you out. It's really all about inspiring yourself. People get so caught up on, oh, how can I motivate myself? At the end of the day, we really all have the capability to inspire ourselves. Like, you just have to figure out what it is that inspires you. We are all capable of so much, and you just need to find those things that when you read it or see it or do it, you tap into that inner motivation, that inner passion, that inner just drive to just do and accomplish whatever it is that you have set in mind. So anyone is capable of self-motivating themselves and just being their ultimate cheerleader. And sometimes you do need other people to help you figure out how to do that, but you've got it in you. You can self-motivate yourself, hold yourself accountable, meet all the goals, accomplish anything that you want to. I have full belief in that. So figure out what it is that motivates you, what makes you feel great, and go ahead and share it with others, because everyone wants to know how to get better. Everyone just wants to be better. That's all we're trying to do. So if there's anything that you guys do to help motivate yourself that I haven't talked about that you think works really well and it's just super cool, go ahead and comment that below and let me know. I would love for you to share it with me and to share it with others, so that we can just help keeping ourselves motivated and ourselves accountable, and that we can reach all of our goals and just be better people and do better things and be great, all that good stuff. So thank you for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. If this kind of content is stuff that you like, please subscribe, and check out my blog in the description box below. And I will hopefully see you in the next video.